Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Michael Crudden.
Kevin Morris.
And this is Claim to Fame, episode number?
11.
11. It's like one and, nah, it's just 11.
Yeah, it's 11.
All right, so we're going to talk about, well, Nav, a Toronto native. He was on the record, or was it just on Instagram? He decided to
he went on
down.
an Instagram rant, just pretty much saying that we are done with XL magazine, which pretty much does a whole thing where they pretty much push the whole agenda of the freshman class, they say.
Yeah, I'm always like following the freshman list for before they were famous. Initially when we started it, I was catching up and I was like going back and doing like K-Camp, who was like from like, I don't know, 2014.
Yeah.
But now we're like ahead. Like, who's going to be on it? Is it Trippie Redd? Is it going to be Tekashi? And I've already done these people's bios.
Yeah.
But I don't know, the word on the street, according to Nav, is that XXL is irrelevant. Do you agree?
I agree entirely. The fact that we used to be the people who would pretty much present them, like how we do on our channels, but now instead of being the gatekeepers, they're pretty much put into pedestal because of course, magazines, the newspaper, and print media. They're naturally becoming slower with how the internet works. Let alone to be talking about internet rappers who have started on other platforms. So.
Their relevancy is definitely taken a hit. And you can also see with the list of other rappers that have decided to like, I don't even care if you want me on the list or not. I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Do you have like a lineup of people?
We've seen a year since pretty much 2010. We've seen a steady inclination of these heavy rappers not wanting to co-sign them. So we have Drake, Nicki, we have A$AP Rocky, Post Malone, Cardi B. Clearly has never been on it. Same with the Migos, who also decided to co-sign with Nav and said it ain't a problem to not want to be on the cover.
Yes. Because
you've seen them actually be like, we didn't make the cover too, and look at us now. We're pretty much the culture at this point. So.
I also think it has something to say about how people's fame and their careers are launched. It can happen overnight, like it did kind of for Cardi B or Post Malone. And the XXL magazine is kind of crawling. Like they're not keeping up fast enough. 12-month window isn't long enough, and they're really missing out. Like Young M.A., they didn't put her on the list, and then she killed it the next year, and now she doesn't need them anymore.
I think we're seeing the ultimate sign of just the natural evolution of how interaction works, and this is what the internet's been since YouTube has started. So the idea being, people can push themselves, and the idea of independent artists can actually push themselves rather than waiting for a label. Same idea goes with now print media.
I guess it's more of a cosign if you are featured in it before they're famous than if you're in a XXL article. Boom! I'm hoping that's the case. Actually, when we did Ninja and it went viral or whatever, he watched it right away.
Right away.
And he's the most popular guy at the moment, the most discussed guy in the news cycle of last week, and he watched my video
first
immediately.
Day promoted it, so it's just the idea of, it's the way of the winners.
XXL, I'm taking all your power, and Nav's on board. He's a Toronto guy.
Yeah, we get Nav on here and do that stuff.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I made a video about rapper chains, and he was on the no-fly zone. His chain was weak, but the future's bright for Nav, and I'm sure he'll grab something a little better. Anyway, what else we got going on in the news?
This week, speaking of Drake, we also saw him do his own little thing this week where we're seeing him, it's rollout time for his album, so we're seeing him just push himself in different directions. So we had him do the Walk It Like I Talk It video with Migos.
I want to watch a bit of that. It's number 2 on trending.
It's one of those things where he clearly was able just to capitalize on the Hotline Bling flavor of actually just making it a meme, and I'm pretty sure he was definitely idea person for this video, because the idea for this treatment, I guess this video treatment, where they decided to make it like a 1970s Soul Train Afro type movie video, so it's just hilarious.
Let's take a look. There's gonna be an ad.
Better be an ad. God damn it. YouTube. But yeah, to me, it's the popularity of it. It's automatic. The song, it's definitely one of those videos that would naturally push the video.
It was my favorite song on the album as well.
I like to walk around with my chain loose. She just bought a new ass, but got the same boobs. Bought they fame.
Music videos were better back when this was the way.
Yeah, back in the day. But I think, but in the way we see it now, this will add the streams, and that would actually push it in. So.
I can't believe there's kids watching this not even knowing.
Not knowing at all references. Like, what's this Afro puff? This looks like Kensington Market.
Drake's also becoming a bit of a meme. People are saying like, after I get one drop of water in my hair, it becomes this frizzy mess.
Perm, yeah, I think they made a bunch of like Spanish versions of it. Like he looks like he's from Narcos right now.
Yeah.
So it looks like a Escobar for sure. He killed it.
It's very cool.
Even on my page, I made like a comparison video of him doing the exact same stuff what they did on Degrassi, doing the Michael Jackson moves. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, so that went viral for sure. I went up to like 30,000 views on that one. So
where's that on?
My Claim to Fame official.
What? We got an Instagram account that's bumping. If you're not following Claim to Fame official, you should go over there right now.
Almost at 10K, so come support. So,
Cool.
Yeah.
Another trending video. Because we're doing this, let's just take a quick look at Deadpool 2
trailer.
I remember the pre-trailer was him in a phone booth, and someone died. He found a dead body.
No, it wasn't Stanley. It was just an old man, geriatric, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so look, and this guy's back. What's his name?
T.J. Miller.
T.J. Miller made the cut. So a lot of people were questioning, is T.J. Miller going to be in this because they got rid of him on everything else?
Yes, Silicon Valley and everything else. So the idea of seeing will his controversy that he has outside of the media actually be relevant here, but Ryan Reynolds kept it in. So
the he was part of the Me Too movement.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And then also drugs and alcohol were a factor on his TV show.
Yeah.
So well, Deadpool's rated R, and I'm glad they looked the other way.
Yeah.
I think he's a good, he's the secondary character. He's someone he bounces off with, but it looks good. And then Deadpool, did his girlfriend die? Was she not? Was she in the first one?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was in the first one. She didn't die.
Oh, he started stalking her, and he was ugly, and he got her back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same director as John Wick, so it's gonna be a lot more colorful, but a lot more action and a lot more money in it.
I hope it doesn't have the curse of sequels. Like Iron Man was great, and then the second one was rubbish. I don't think they'll mess this up, but I think they know better.
I think they know exactly what they want to do, and I think this is Fox's baby at this weekend point. They did reshoots, but I think Rogue One did reshoots too, and it still did better. So I think we'll be fine with that aspect.
And they said there's some surprise cameo.
There's gonna be a surprise cameo. I think it's gonna be probably some superior, heavier X-Men character that maybe Hugh Jackman. We'll see what happens with that for Wolverine.
Deadpool's like the only guy who didn't make it into the Age of Ultron. Is that correct?
Oh no, because it's a different studio. But Disney is about to buy Fox, so they might own X-Men again and
that's why.
So who knows?
That's why he's always hanging out with the X-Men.
Yeah, and apparently Fox had because he's a mutant. Yeah. He's a healing factor. All healing factor people are mutants. So in Infinity War, everything's pushing for that, but this is gonna come right after and might steal the star and might be the sleeper hit. So.
All right, speaking of mutants, I want to talk about Ben Affleck's back. This is an old story. This circulated a couple of years back where people thought it was for a character when they saw this giant phoenix all over his back.
Yep.
But this is for real. This is what this man went out and got after his divorce. It's the biggest on his back to his ex-wife. I'm sure Jennifer Garner wasn't that type to...
Yeah, she wasn't. She was not here for it. I remember reading about it. It's because apparently it's a phoenix rising from the ashes, and she's like, am I the ashes? And like, am I just looking like you're second coming out of me after getting burnt? So she was not here for it. And apparently J-Lo too commented saying all his tattoos are trash. So
they are so bad!
You forget he's like a nice Irish boy from Boston, so...
Yeah, they get like an arm tattoo or something meaningful that's visible. You don't like
a big ass thing, and you're a movie star too.
Big ugly ass thing like that. You can hide it all the time. It means he likes looking in the mirror, getting off to it.
He clearly has to check himself.
He seems invincible. He's an Oscar winner.
He's
the guy
fucking Batman people. Like, come on.
Yeah, and then it makes such a stupid mistake like that. If you like it, let us know in the comments down below. I think that's the worst tattoo
If you're
I've
not,
ever seen.
Google that, come right back to this video and check it out and comment.
Oh, God. Okay, what else is going
on? We also seen XXL actually just get off house arrest.
Yes.
I think apparently his good behavior has worked for the judge and has let him actually move forward and actually be able to start touring, because he said he needs to tour to stay afloat money-wise. So they're gonna let him tour. He has to do weekly drug tests, I believe, and pretty much be on probation essentially. So
what happened? His album dropped and it didn't.
His album dropped. It did. Apparently, it's critically acclaimed. Apparently, I have not. I picked my side, as you can clearly see by the shirt, but I just don't mess with XXL or XXL. So
it's so interesting because he's not mainstream. He's definitely part of the internet uprising. But he got no press, no promo. No one talked about it. But he's such a magnifying artist.
I know, because
people found it, listened to it, and The Weeknd endorsed him.
The Weeknd endorsed him. The Weeknd tweeted the album title, which is a question mark. So I think we're generally seeing the evolution of hip hop, where we're seeing, as much as people want to hate on it, I think we're seeing the hip hop finally have, because it's become the new biggest thing now over rock, we're seeing it has subgenres. So now we're seeing people like Lil Uzi Vert who can come like the Simple Plan and Good Charlotte, where it's like a punk aspect of it. We're seeing him become pretty much, if I look at it the way I'm looking at it from outside, he feels like he's become like the black Kurt Cobain. And it feels like a Nirvana aspect to him.
He loved Marilyn Manson, so he's going in that direction.
Yeah, so it's alternative as hell and very Teenage Dream or whatever that was called.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm seeing all sorts of headlines saying that he's too effeminate. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see what goes on.
I think Tekashi's very heavy metal. That's what they're trying to just gauge all these new raps into different genres looking.
Well, good for them. They're not all competing for the exact same sound.
Yeah, I think no one has a sound. I think everyone's particular in their own, even Pump in his own way. So
it's such an interesting time we live in, and obviously, we're witnessing it every day, being on these social media platforms. But I just feel bad for those people that work at XXL because the curtains are closing.
I think so. I think we've seen it with Source, we've seen it with Vibe. All these magazines are just becoming, print media are just becoming dead. And if you can't have online content, which they should have had, they should have been waiting. They should do halfway lists every 6 months rather than just wait a year to try and do it. Because they were late on Cardi B, they were and Migos, like of all people. So the fact that your cover pretty much loses credibility for the fact that you haven't put the most mainstream artists of this generation out.
Yeah, and then they did the surprise edition of Triple X on XXL last year, and that was them really trying to catch up and get with the times.
Yeah, but no one's here for it, man. No one's here for it.
It's crazy. It's just not. It doesn't carry the weight it used to.
Like award shows, everything. I think people are just starting to realize that they have their own opinions and voices for themselves, and want to just dictate themselves rather than be told what is best for them. They'd rather have their own opinion on things.
Interesting. Maybe award shows will take place in the future on Twitch, and everyone will just have to set up a camera in their bedroom, and then when it's like, you are the winner, it rolls to them in their bedroom, like, oh, yo, I won.
It's pretty much, I think that just have live reactions, because we're seeing it just more interaction, probably do that with VR, if that ends up happening. VR award show where people can actually feel immersed into the actual award show. That would be crazy. Nice. Live streaming and you take someone's eyes and they just watch the show with you. They might do that. That's crazy.
It sounds like Bane is the internet. He's taking take you away from your humble home and make you cast out into the dark. So, that's not the right quote, but you know where I'm going with this. Anyway, let's wrap this up. Do you have something you want to say?
No.
Okay. We're wrapping this up here. I'm actually going to ask the editor to cut my Bane impression because it was awful.
No, I think it will endure. So.
It will endure. Alright guys, my name is Michael Crudden.
I'm Kevin Morris.
And we have an Instagram account for this series. It is called
Claim the Fame Official.
There is a link down below, also to Kev's personal social media. Of course, you know who I am. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I do a few videos.
Yep, we're coming with hits, people. Stay tuned.
And yeah, let us know. We love reading all your feedback. The last video we did pretty well.
Pretty darn good.
So we're ramping up.
Keep it coming.
Alright guys, see you in another video.